Today, you can get a free Sharp microwave oven and solve your machine storage problems with Argyle Home Supply's 48 by 104-foot super colored pole building for the November special price of $14,845, tax and erection included. Check it out at Argyle Home Supply. Give them a call if you would like more information. Well, let's give you the starting lineups for this afternoon's ball game. First for the visiting team, the Argyle Eagles into the game undefeated on the year. Ray Safransky is their left end, 5'8", 150 pounds, and he is a sophomore. At left guard is Robert Hapka. He's a senior, goes 6 foot, weighs 210. At center is Danny Dufelt, a junior, 5'10", 155 pounds. At right guard is Wayne Malm, a senior, and Malm is 5'7", 185 pounds. At right end is John Hedquist. Hedquist, a senior, and he's 5'11", 160. The starting quarterback for the Argyle Eagles, David Bergeron, a senior, 5'10", 155. His running backs are Jay Labine, 5'9", 170, and he is a junior. The other running back, Mike Labine, a senior, 5'6", 150 pounds. And at flanker position, the two boys that alternate back and forth, calling in plays from the sidelines and bringing plays from Coach Connie Lebarski, Gary Gruholt and Roger St. Germain. Gruholt 5'7", 160, and St. Germain is 5'6", 134 pounds. Gruholt is a sophomore, and St. Germain is a junior. The Argyle Eagles, head coached by Conrad Lebarski, again come into the game undefeated on the year. The Middle River Skippers starting lineup. Here's the way they'll go offensively. At left end is Brad Berg. Berg is a junior, 162 pounds. At guard is Dan Berta. Berta, senior, 173-pounder. At center is Harlan Olson, and he is a senior, goes 195. At right guard is Ryan Johnson, a senior, 190 pounds. At right end is John Newman, a senior, 182. The quarterback is Mike Peterson. Peterson, a senior, 187-pounder. His running backs will be Doug Kylan, a senior, 166. Steve Bankston, a senior, 240 pounds. And Jeff Swickloff, a senior, 177. Now, as Eldon Sparby mentioned before the start of the game, the quarterback position could be alternated between Doug Kylan and Mike Peterson. Ladies and gentlemen, before the start of this game, here's the national anthem with the Middle River High School Band. Played by the Middle River High School Band before the start of this afternoon's ball game, and it should be a good one. Both teams undefeated on the year, and the winner of this one advances to play Hillcrest Lutheran Academy of Fergus Falls. And I believe we have the head coaches from Hillcrest here with us, and maybe we can talk to you fellows at halftime of this game. Okay? Don't go away. The head coaches of Hillcrest Lutheran Academy of Fergus Falls up here with us at our broadcast location, and we're going to talk to them at halftime and find out a little bit about their team, because they get to take on the winner of this game between Middle River and Argyle. Our officials for this afternoon's game are out of the Thief River Falls Association, and we have four fellows working with the striped shirts this afternoon. Darrell Bakke, Bob Jury, Tom Williams, and Larry Risloff. Bakke, Jury, and Williams from Thief River Falls, and Larry Risloff, of course, the former head coach up at Badger. Argyle Eagles break their huddle around Coach Connie Lebarski at the center of the field, move to the sidelines, and right down below us, the Middle River Skippers now have sent their starting nine out onto the field, and everybody else returns to the sidelines below us. And the way it looks, the Middle River Skippers have won the toss, and they will defend the goal to the north. the football field here at Middle River in a northerly-southerly direction. Our wind is out of the south at about 10 miles an hour. The ball teed up at the 30-yard line. Gary Gruholt of Argyle set to kick off and get this game underway. Gruholt steps into the pigskin, a short line drive kick. And Mike Peterson has it back at the 5-yard line. Peterson comes across the 10, busting across the 15, and down at the 18-yard line. Mike Peterson returning the kickoff to the 18-yard line. It's first down and 10 for the Middle River Skippers. Brought down by the kicker, Gary Gruholt. First down and 10 for Middle River, and we're underway with this afternoon's playoff 9-man football game here on KTRF Thief River Falls, your sports-minded station. Peterson at quarterback, calling signals, first down and 10. He gives it off over the middle, and there's no running room. The ball carrier coming to the near side, trying to find an opening, was Jeff Swickla, wrapped up on the play by Kent Peterson of the Argyle Eagles. No gain. It'll be second down and 10. Beautiful afternoon for football here in Middle River. Couldn't ask for a nicer day in the 1st of November. Ends are in tight. Flanker is in tight too. Backfield in the deuce formation behind Peterson. The pitch out goes on the left side to Kylan. Kylan around the corner. He breaks it out across midfield and finally pushed out of bounds in Argyle Eagle territory. Kylan took the pitch out and got around the corner and knocked out of bounds across the 40. The officials spot the ball at the 37-yard line. John Hedquist knocked him out of bounds on the far side of the field. It's first down and 10 for the Middle River Skippers. 37-yard line in Eagle territory. Peterson brings his team up to the line. Full house backfield. The give is to Bankston, the big fullback, 240 pounds, right over the middle. Bankston across the 35 and down at the 34-yard line. He got a couple. It'll be second down and 8. Kent Peterson on the tackle. Kent Peterson, the boy that missed the game last week. He was out with an illness, 6'1", 190 pounds, a good-sized fellow on that defensive unit for Argyle. Second down and 8. The ball at the 34-yard line. Skippers with it. The pitch out to the near side. This is Swickla. And Swickla has about 2 yards, and that's all. Got to the 32-yard line for a 2-yard gain. They faked the handoff over the middle to Bankston and then gave it to Swickla. Swickla picked up 2. David Bergeron hit him and dropped him at the 32-yard line. It's a 3rd and 6 coming up for Middle River. Meadowbrook Ballroom has a big weekend coming up. Last Resort this Friday and Saturday night. 2 big nights of dancing. Last Resort Friday and Saturday this weekend at the Meadowbrook. Full house backfield. Fake the A. Handoff over the middle, and Peterson goes down. Oh, what a rush put on by the Argyle Eagles. Jay Levine busting through there. Kent Peterson was in there too. But Levine made the initial tackle. Jay Levine with a quarterback sack. And the Middle River Skippers forced to punt the ball. Mike Peterson took the snap and faked the handoff over the middle, dropped back about 2 steps, and that was all he could go as Levine was all over him. Back in punt formation now is Swickla. Jeff Swickla will kick from his own 30. Mike Levine back at his own 12-yard line. Now backs up inside to the 9-yard line. Swickla gets off a short kick. The ball goes out of bounds and trickles out. And it's inside the 30 at the 27-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for the Argyle Eagles at the 27. Well, now it's the speed of the Argyle Eagles against the size of the Middle River Skippers. Let's see how it matches up. Argyle, first down and 10. For complete insurance protection, see the folks at the Middle River Agency, located at the First National Bank, Middle River. See them soon for complete auto, farm, and home protection. Middle River Agency for your insurance. High formation in the backfield, the handoff over the middle, and this is Mike Levine. Mike Levine, the ball carrier. And he breaks his way out across the 35. Down right there, they mark it down at the chalk stripe. Pick up of 2 yards, the short gain. Harlan Olson on the tackle for Middle River. Second down and 8 after that 2-yard gain. High formation in the backfield. David Bergeron is calling signals. Fakes the handoff, rolls to the right side, and he goes down at the line of scrimmage. Big defensive play by the Skippers, defensive end on the left side. Give the credit to John Newman, 182-pounder defensive end, as Bergeron tried to get around the corner, dropped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. It's a third down play coming up now for Argyle. And from what we've seen here early in this first quarter, these two teams appear very evenly matched. Full house backfield. Now they go into the power I. Flanker out to the right side. Bergeron at quarterback. Back in the pocket to throw to southpaw. Cooks it over the middle. Incomplete pass. Double coverage as Hedquist was the intended receiver. And double coverage by the Argyle Eagles, or on the Argyle Eagle receiver by Brent Walton and Kevin McKeever. McKeever and Walton teaming up on John Hedquist. Incomplete pass. The pass was there on the money, but a good hard hit put on by the two Skipper defenders right as the ball got there. It's now fourth down. Fourth down and 8. And back in punt formation is Gary Gruholt. Jeff Swickla inside the 20, anticipating the punt. A good snap back. High spiraling kick by Gruholt. And Swickla at the 5-yard line takes it, and he goes down right at the 5-yard line. Hit and dropped right after he got his hands on the ball. Good downfield coverage by Robert Hapka of the Argyle Eagles. Robert Hapka down there with the tackle, and it's first down and 10 for the Skippers deep in their own territory. Mark that ball at the 15, excuse me, not the 5, the 15-yard line. First down and 10. The Co-op Oil of Middle River has 2 locations to serve you with the best in anhydrous service to your farm. The Gatsky Anhydrous plant and the Middle River plant for anhydrous ammonia service. First down and 10, 15-yard line. Bankston gets the call, and he bruises his way out to the 19-yard line. Hit at the 19 and dropped by Kent Peterson. Also in on the tackle, David Bergeron. This boy, Kent Peterson, is going to be a real key for the Argyle Eagle defensive unit because he's big. He goes 190 pounds, a good-sized fellow. And he's one of the guys the Middle River Skippers are going to have to move out of there if they hope to run the ball up the middle with any success. A 3-yard gain on that last carry. Ball is at the 18-yard line. It's 2nd and 7. Peterson sends Kylan in motion. Peterson gives it off to Bankston over the middle. Straight dive play, and the big fullback is across the 20-yard line down at the 21. A gain of 3. It'll be a third down, and 4-yard situation coming up. Third down and a short 4. Mike Levine on the tackle. Say, farmers, why don't you stop in soon and plan ahead to next year with a new International Harvester tractor from Walton's and Middle River. Price the new IH tractor soon. They've got the right size in your price range. Peterson gives it off over the middle, and there's no running room. Peterson faked the handoff, kept the ball himself. The Argyle Eagle right side defensive unit was in on top of him, and I'm not sure if it was a broken play or not. Peterson looked like he wanted to give the ball off. He had a back come by him, and Peterson decided to keep it himself. Robert Hapka in there very quickly for Argyle, breaking up that play. And Middle River forced to punt the ball on fourth down and short yardage, 4th and 3, but they got a kick. Swickle back in punt formation, deep in his own territory. Line drive kick, it's taken by Argyle at midfield. And returning the kickoff for just about 3-4 yards, and that's all. Jay Levine brought down just inside the 40 at the 38-yard line in Middle River territory. So Swicklow with a short line drive kick gives Argyle not bad field position. First down and 10 at the 38. Again, this is 9-man football. The 40 is the midfield stripe. The field 80 yards long, 40 yards wide. High formation, second man through the hole. Getting the call is Mike Levine. And Levine is down at the 31-yard line. Mike Levine brought to the turf by Mike Peterson. And a nice gain on that first down play of 9 yards. It'll be second down and about 1.5 yards, 2 yards to go for the first down marker. We'll call it an 8-yard pickup, second down and 2. Bergeron with an I formation in the backfield. Flanker to the right side is in tight. David Bergeron, southpaw quarterback, calling signals. Crisscross formation. Mike Levine gets the call, and Levine is brought down. He's short to the first down marker by 1 yard, picked up 1. It'll be a third down situation. Third down and a long one coming up for Argyle. The American Legion Post of Middle River, always looking for new eligible members. And this Saturday night, it's the Dick Miller Orchestra, the Dick Miller Band, for your listening and dancing enjoyment this weekend, Saturday night, at the American Legion in Middle River. I formation behind David Bergeron, calling his signals. Bergeron gives it off over the middle. And this is Jay Levine carrying the ball. And he pounds his way forward. He got the first down. Levine is pulled to the turf at the 27-yard line. Picked up the necessary yardage for the first down. And then a couple more. It's 1st and 10 for Argyle. 27-yard line in Skipper territory. It's the first quarter, and there's no score in this football game. The Argyle Eagles and the Middle River Skippers. I formation behind Bergeron. 1st and 10. Flanker out to the near side. Spread out a little bit this time. The pitch out back to Jay Levine, or Mike Levine rather. Levine cuts back against the grain. Levine dancing down the sideline. And we got a flag down on the play. Levine is into the end zone, but we've got a flag back at the 20-yard line. The official on the near side fired the yellow marker to the turf. Levine danced into the end zone. A run of 27 yards by Mike Levine, and the penalty is against the Argyle Eagles, and that'll nullify that touchdown run. It must have been obvious because the official, no question in his mind, was right on top of the play and fired the flag down. And it's going to be a 10-yard penalty against the Argyle Eagles, nullifying that touchdown run by Levine. Clipping is the call against Argyle. An illegal block against the Eagles. First down. And 10. The ball back at the 27-yard line, the original line of scrimmage. The infraction apparently occurred at the 17. I formation behind David Bergeron. Calling signals. Bergeron fakes the handoff over the middle, back to throw, fires it, and it's knocked away, incomplete. Again, excellent coverage by Walton and McKeever as they had the intended receiver, John Hedquist, all bottled up. And the pass incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Keep up to date and informed each week. Read the Record, the newspaper which proudly serves Middle River, New Fulton, and all of eastern and central Marshall County. Subscribe today and enjoy every issue of the Record. A friend to the farmer and always striving to serve the farmer the best they can. Farmers Co-op Grain and Seed of Thief River Falls and Middle River. 2 locations to serve you, and ask them about the new way to market your grain through the unit train program at Farmers Co-op Grain and Seed. Shaken up on that last play for the Middle River Skippers, and coming off the field is Kevin McKeever. McKeever really took a hard shot. Not a very big boy. Kevin McKeever, only 137 pounds, coming off on the near side. 2nd down and 10. Line of scrimmage stays the 27-yard line. And for our engineer, Steve Hagan, back at the studio. Steve, those 3 commercials that we were going to get in right before game time, we'll use those at halftime. Bergeron, 1st down. Takes the handoff over the middle. Bergeron rolling to the left side. He's got some running room. Bergeron pulled down by Mike Peterson of the Skippers, but not before he'd gotten 5 yards to the 22-yard line. A pickup of 5. It'll be 3rd and 5 coming up for the Argyle Eagles. And this is a big play. 3rd down and 5 at the 22. They need to convert this 3rd down to keep the drive alive. They're deep in Skipper territory. No score in the ball game. We're in the first quarter. I formation behind the quarterback, Bergeron. The 2 Levine boys with the setback. The give is right over the middle. This is Jay Levine, and he's to the 20. He got 2 yards, but that was it. Brought down after a gain of 2 by Steve Bankston, 240-pounder. Defensive lineman for the Skippers. 4th down play now coming up for the Argyle Eagles. 4th down at the 20-yard line. They need about 4 to get to the first down marker. Argyle taking a lot of time in the huddle, too. Beautiful afternoon for football here in Middle River, and an excellent crowd on hand for this afternoon's game. Up to the line of scrimmage, Bergeron with the I formation, the power I in the backfield. Back in the pocket to throw. Bergeron on 4th down, fires it over the middle. It's incomplete pass. Bergeron had his receiver. He hit Gary Gruholt, the flanker, with the ball, but Gruholt could not hold on to it. Gruholt got his hands on it and then just could not control it. Steve Bankston was in there very quickly and putting a lot of pressure on quarterback Bergeron. The ball goes over to the Middle River Skippers. That was a fourth down play. It's first down and 10 for the Skippers at their own 20-yard line. Mike Peterson at quarterback, barking signals. Peterson pitches back to Swickla. Swickla fumbles the ball, but he gets knocked out of bounds. Swickla had trouble right away handling that pitch out from Peterson, knocked out of bounds by Robert Hapka, and also David Bergeron was in there. Loss on the play. The ball back at the 15-yard line, so that was a loss of about 7. It'll be second down and 15 for the Skippers. Top interest on your savings, always personal friendly service, and that's what you look for in a bank, and that's what you get at the First National Bank of Middle River. Your hometown bank in the Middle River area, First National Bank. Handoff over the middle to Bankston, and Bankston pounds his way out to the 20-yard line. Bankston gets out to the 20-yard line on the carry. Third down play, gain of 3, it'll be third and 12. Become a spoke in the wheel at the Wagon Wheel. Stop in soon at the Wagon Wheel. Sports is always discussed, and you can meet your friends at the Wagon Wheel, Highway 32 in Middle River. Action Realty salutes the Argyle Eagles and the Middle River Skippers and the communities they represent. Action Realty, a winning team. Let the Action team help you be a winner, too. Action Realty, 681-2290 in Thief River Falls. Peterson back to throw. Fires it over the middle. It's incomplete. The pass just about picked off. The intended receiver, John Newman, had to go back a little bit for it. The pass was low down around his knees, and he couldn't scoop it up. Incomplete, fourth down in a punting situation for Middle River. Fourth down coming up for the Skippers. We've got an exciting halftime show lined up for you, too, here at Middle River. Back in punt formation is Swickla. Gets the snap back. Short. End-over-end kick. The ball bounces right at midfield, the 40. And it'll be whistled dead right there. The Argyle Eagles will take over. First down and 10 at their own, at the 40-yard line, right at midfield. Meadowbrook Ballroom is located just west of Middle River and is a fun spot in northwestern Minnesota. You can dance every weekend to the area's top bands, Meadowbrook Ballroom. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or just a cup of coffee, stop in at the Rex Cafe in Middle River. Hunter's headquarters for a great meal is the Rex Cafe. A complete menu, friendly atmosphere. The Rex Cafe in Middle River. High formation behind Bergeron. The end-around play, and getting the call for the Argyle Eagles. Carrying the pigskin is John Hedquist, and he's hit behind the line of scrimmage. Lost 3 on the play. Hedquist brought down at the 37-yard line. Daniel Berta on the tackle. Well, the Argyle Eagles ran up some real impressive scores during the regular season. They had some real big high-scoring victories. But it's apparent right now in the first quarter they've got their hands full this afternoon with this Middle River Skipper outfit. Both teams undefeated on the air. Second down play. Quarterback Bergeron on the option. Keeps it himself. A flag is down. Another flag is down. 2 penalty flags thrown down. A face mask violation, I believe, is what we have coming up. And right, that's the call from the officials against the Skippers. That's going to cost them 10 yards. Face mask violation against Middle River. The ball is just inside the midfield stripe at the 38-yard line in Skipper territory. Collins Funeral Homes of Middle River are happy to help sponsor today's Middle River Skipper football game on KTRF, and they urge everybody to support high school sports. Collins Funeral Home of Middle River. The 10 yards is stepped off against the Skippers. It'll put the ball inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 10 yards from the 38 to the 28. And it's a first down and 10. First and 10 for the Argyle Eagles. 28-yard line, no score, first quarter of play. High formation, Labine and Labine, the 2 setbacks behind Bergeron. Mike Labine gets the call, and he's hit right at the line of scrimmage. Dives forward for maybe a yard, and that's it. Doug Kylan on the tackle for the Middle River Skippers. And that is, let's see, the end of the first quarter. There's no score at the end of the first quarter. Now this word.
Hunters, find the specials you want at Gamble's in Middle River right now, like a Remington Model 742 30-06. It's usually $352, only $290. The Remington 760 243 caliber is sale priced at $250. It's usually $309. Gamble's in Middle River has specials on rifle ammo, too, including 20% off Remington, Super X, and Winchester. And sign up for the Big Buck Contest. Entry fee is only $1. You must sign up by Friday. 100% payback at Gamble's in Middle River.
Thank you very much, Steve Hagan, keeping everything nice and tight back at the studios. Our engineer this afternoon is Steve Hagan, production coordinator Jim Olson. And again, Steve, those three commercials that we did not get before the kickoff, we'll have at halftime. I formation, first play of the second quarter. The quarterback back to throw. Bergeron fires it over the middle, incomplete pass. Oh, he had a pass rush put on him, and Bergeron was looking over the middle for Gary Gruhut. Incomplete pass. Daniel Berta, Steve Bankston were putting a lot of pressure on quarterback Bergeron, and he had to hurry his throw. Incomplete pass. The ball stays at the 28. Third down now play coming up for the Argyle Eagles. Third down play for Argyle. They break the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. No score in this game. We're just underway with our second quarter of play. Levine and Levine, the two setbacks. Flanker to the near side. Back to throw. A draw play over the middle. Mike Levine gets the call. Levine hits the line of scrimmage, and he gets to the 25-yard line, 24. And he's brought down there by Doug Kylan. Kylan playing an outstanding game here thus far for the Middle River Skippers at a linebacking position. Kylan on the tackle. And it's a fourth down play coming up for Argyle. At the 24-yard line, we'll spot the ball down, and let's see. Argyle is not going to punt. Nope, they're going to keep it on the turf, apparently. I formation in the backfield. Bergeron. No, quick jump pass over the middle. It's incomplete. Bergeron took one step back after taking the snap and looked for John Hedquist over the middle. Incomplete pass. And the ball goes over to the Middle River Skippers. The Skippers will go first down and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Well, maybe Argyle could have punted and put Middle River back to their own 15, but actually for a 9-yard difference, it was worth the gamble, but they lost. First down and 10. Bankston gets the call. Bankston, 240-pound fullback, will not go down. And he pounds his way out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 yards, and he dragged Mike Levine the last of those 3 yards. Levine hit him at the 27, and Bankston just pulled him for 3 yards out to the 30-yard line. A gain on the play of 5. It's 2nd and 5 coming up for the Skippers. Natural Way Mills of Middle River is happy to help sponsor today's football game on KTRF. Members of the National Nutritional Food Association, and they have national distribution. Natural Way Mills of Middle River. Up to the line of scrimmage, a full house backfield. Peterson gives the ball off over the middle, and Bankston again gets the call. He's hit at the 30, falls forward to 1 yard to the 31-yard line. A short gain of only a yard. Third down play coming up for the Skippers. Bankston pulled down by Chris Kasprovich of the Argyle Eagles. Kasprovich, defensive lineman, and he's a good-sized boy, 205 pounds. You put Kent Peterson, who goes 190, stands 6'1", and Chris Kasprovich, who's 6'6" and 205, in the defensive unit for Argyle, and they stack up pretty good against those interior linemen for Middle River. Dan Berta, 173, Harlan Olson, 195, and Ryan Johnson, 190. So you can see there's a lot of pounding going on in the trenches in the interior line. Third down play now for Middle River. Peterson, the give over the middle, and again it's Bankston, or rather Swickla getting the call. Swickla, the ball carrier, and he's got a short 1 yard pickup again. Not much running room at all, and he picks up only 1 yard. It'll be a fourth down play coming up for the Skippers. Fourth down, and they're at midfield. Swickla back in punt formation. Swickla spots himself at the 21-yard line. Mike Levine dropping back to his own 20. Swickla has the wind to his back. Good snap back. And he just gets off a high end-over-end kick. Levine at the 25-yard line is hit, and the ball goes out of his hands, out of bounds. But it'll be first down and 10 for Argyle inside the 30. The officials mark the ball at the 27-yard line. They place the pigskin down. First down and 10 for Argyle at their own 27. Use your electricity wisely and save not only money but time and energy too. The Otter Tail Power Company of Hallock will be glad to help you with energy-saving ideas and energy-saving tips. The Otter Tail Power Company of Hallock. Up to the line of scrimmage. High formation. The two Levine boys are stacked up behind Bergeron. Bergeron, southpaw quarterback, gives it off over the middle, and getting his first opportunity to carry the ball is Roger St. Germain. And St. Germain gets out to the 28-yard line, a short 1-yard gain. These teams are keeping the ball on the ground and just pounding it away in the middle. 1-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 9. Ryan Johnson on the tackle for the Skippers. 2nd down and 9. Argyle quickly out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. Bergeron barking signals. Pitch out is back to Mike Levine. A wall of blockers in front of him. Levine makes a cutback at the line of scrimmage, and he gets across the 30-yard line out to the 32. 33 is where he's brought down. Doug Kylan on the tackle. 3rd down and 5 coming up for Argyle. Your Farmers Union insurance agent serving the great farming area of northwestern Minnesota. Sam Generex Farmers Union Insurance, Thief River Falls. For all of your insurance needs, see Sam Generex. Fresh, top-quality meats are yours from Argyle Lockers in Argyle. Butchering by appointment only. Make your reservation. And homemade meatloaf and homemade sausages, the specialty at Argyle Lockers. 3rd down play. And there's no running room. Mike Levine gets the call, and he's hit right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. It'll be 4th down and a punting situation for the Argyle Eagles. Steve Bankston on that last tackle, along with Ryan Johnson. Levine, no gain on the play. No score in the game. We're in the 2nd quarter. Gary Gruhut back in punt formation. At his own 25, gets a good snap back, a high kick, and wobbles out of bounds, and it goes out inside the 30-yard line, just a hair inside the 30. The officials are going to mark it down right at the chalk stripe. They'll place it at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Skippers. 1st down and 10 for Middle River with the wind to their back here in the 2nd quarter. No score in the game. Up to the line of scrimmage. Middle River not taking any time at all in the huddle. Full house backfield. Swickla, Kylan, and Bankston the setback. Bankston gets the call, and he's hit behind the line of scrimmage. Goes down at the 29. A loss of a yard on the play. Loss of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 11. A good hard hit by David Bergeron on the 240-pound fullback Bankston. Rivard Quality Seed of Argyle is looking for man-cam buckwheat right now. If you've got some man-cam buckwheat to sell, contact Rivard Quality Seeds in Argyle. Peterson bobbles a snap from center, and he is brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of another 2-3 yards. The officials mark it at the 25. It'll be a long yardage play coming up for Argyle. 3rd down and a good strong 13. Wayne Fulleret in there to pull Peterson to the ground. 3rd down and 13 facing the Skippers. Do your grocery shopping at the Hart Store in Argyle. Stop in and say hello to the owners, Cecil and Marie Duchesne. Watch for the weekend grocery specials, too, at the Hart Store in Argyle. Full house backfield. Peterson back to throw. Fires it over the middle. It's incomplete. His intended receiver was John Newman, 182-pounder. And the pass off its mark. Newman, a pretty good-sized kid, too. Goes about 6'2", 6'3". Mike Levine had the coverage on him. Incomplete pass. And it's a 4th down play for Middle River. Jeff Swickla will exercise his right foot. He is the punter for the Skippers. Places himself inside the 20. Steps back now to about the 15-yard line. Jay Levine is at the 25 for Argyle, anticipating his punt. Snap is back, a rush put on, a high end-over-end kick by Swickloff. Levine at the 15-yard line up across the 20. Jay Levine, the 25. Levine hits the 30 and goes down at the 32-yard line. Jay Levine returning that punt to the 32, brought down by Harlan Olson. It's first down and 10 for the Argyle Eagles at their own 32. We're in the second quarter, and there's no score in this football game. The Farmer Dell of Argyle has a big weekend planned if you like country western music. The Swinging Doors, top country western band, will be playing on Friday and Saturday night of this weekend at the Farmer Dell. If you like country western music, head to the Farmer Dell in Argyle this weekend, Friday and Saturday night, Swinging Doors. First down and 10. Bergeron back to throw. Fires it over on the left side. Jay Levine has it. Levine gets across the 35, across midfield, and finally down at the 38-yard line in Skipper territory. Quarterback Bergeron to Jay Levine, and the Argyle Eagles first down and 10 across midfield, 38 in Skipper territory. The American Legion Club of Argyle is always looking for new eligible members. The American Legion Club of Argyle working for veterans' rights and for our country. Stop in at the American Legion in Argyle. We got Sam Jenricks up here with us, too. Might let him do one of his own commercials. Back to pass is Bergeron. Bergeron fires it over the middle. Incomplete pass. And that was a first down play. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe he catch it. He did catch that. Boy, I don't know how he hung on to the ball. That was Sean Hunstead. And I don't know how he hung on to that ball, as that ball was knocked in every which direction, and Hunstead took a shot in the back right between the shoulder blades, but he did hang on to it. So a completed pass for a 3-yard gain. Sean Hunstead on the receiving end of a Bergeron toss. Bergeron calling signals, fumbles the ball. Middle River has it. Bergeron could not control the snap from center, and Jeff Swickla with the fumble recovery. A costly mistake by the Argyle Eagles. Turns it over to Middle River. First down and 10 at the 38-yard line. Bergeron, you could see the moment he took that snap that he was going to have problems with it, because he just could not seem to get his hands on the ball, and it squirted loose, and Swickla was right there for the fumble recovery. Two hard-hitting football teams here this afternoon. Peterson for the Skippers takes the snap. Pitch back to Swickla. Swickla around the corner. Breaks the tackle. And Swickla is inside the 35 and down at the 34-yard line in Eagle territory. And it's close enough to a first down. We'll have a measurement, the first one of the game. For accounting services, business bookkeeping, and income tax preparation, it's Ken Levine Accounting Services, located in the Argyle Mall in Argyle. Yes, Ken Levine Accounting Services, the phone number 437-6678. It's a first down. The ball at the 34-yard line. First down and 10 for the Skippers. 34-yard line in Argyle territory. Up to the line of scrimmage. Peterson is the quarterback for Middle River. Swickla and Bankston, the two setbacks. Kylan, the flanker, to the near side. Peterson on the quarterback option play is inside the 30 and down at the 25-yard line. He's close to the first down. Let's see. Looks like a gain of about 8 yards. The quarterback option play by Mike Peterson. John Hedquist on the tackle. And it is a first down. He got 10 yards to the 23-yard line where they spot the ball. It's first down and 10 for the Middle River Skippers, 23-yard line in Argyle territory. The officials getting the chain crew set up on the far side. Again, this is the second quarter, and there's no score. Middle River now within striking distance. First down and 10. The ball at the 24-yard line in Eagle territory. Loringer Foods is your clean, fresh, convenient grocery store in the Argyle Shopping Mall. Loringer Foods, a fun place to shop because everybody's so friendly and courteous. Loringer Foods in the Argyle Mall in Argyle. Fill Heat from Phillips 66 and the Valley Oil Company of Argyle is a terrific way to heat your home this winter. Let the cold north wind blow and stay nice and warm with Fill Heat. Fill her up by contacting Bob or Mike St. Germain at the Valley Oil Company and talk to their chief mechanic, Harlan Yell, for expert auto repair and tune-up and getting your car ready for the winter months. Apparently, there's some problem now with the chain on the far side of the field. Right, they've come over for a pair of pliers, and they're going to do a little work on the chain. They must have pulled the chain away from the stand when they took that last measurement, stretched it a little bit too far for an accurate measurement. And right now, the officials huddled over around the chain crew on the far side. So we've got a short break in the action. And while they repair the chain, we'll remind you that we've got some interesting people coming up here at halftime to talk to. We're going to be talking to the head football coach at Hillcrest Lutheran Academy in Fergus Falls. We're also going to be talking with Rick Nelson and get the official ruling from him on the State High School League's location and site of the next playoff game. And we've got a lot of other people here, too, that we're going to be talking to at halftime. So stay with us through halftime for some interviews and a lot of information about high school sports here in northwestern Minnesota. I formation in the backfield. The quarterback is Peterson. He is hit behind the line of scrimmage and goes down. A loss of 1 on the play. And he was belted down hard by John Hedquist. Hedquist in there for the Argyle Eagles on the stop, along with Jay Labine. A loss of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 12. The ball back at the 26-yard line. Saving makes a lot of sense. Many people are asking for savings accounts from the Argyle State Bank. Smart people know that saving is important. If you want to save for an important objective, start a savings account now at the Argyle State Bank. Full house backfield for the Skippers. Swickla, the ball carrier. He gets the call and he gets hit. Oh, he's buried by white jerseys right at the line of scrimmage. The charge led by Robert Hapka of the Argyle Eagles. No gain on the play. In fact, he lost a yard. It'll be a 3rd down and long yardage situation. Chris Kasprovich also in on that last tackle for the Argyle Eagles. A 3rd down and long yardage situation. 3rd down and a good strong 13, possible 14 to go for the first down marker. We're working from field level here this afternoon, so you have to kind of bear with us as we spot the football. Full house backfield for Middle River. Flag is down before the snap of the ball. And too much time taken by the Middle River Skippers. Flag is down, and that's going to cost Middle River 5 yards. Too much time. Delay of game. Well, that makes it a 3rd down, and boy, a good strong 20 to go for the first down marker. And apparently Middle River going with the same play that they called in the huddle because they're right up to the line of scrimmage. Full house backfield. The pitch out back to Swickla. Swickla wants to throw, fires it downfield. The ball knocked away, incomplete. It'll be 4th down. A 4th down play coming up now for Middle River. 4th down and 20. Wait a minute. Did he catch that and stay in bounds? An interception. David Bergeron apparently was in bounds when he caught the ball. I wondered why the Argyle fans on the far side of the field were hollering at the official. One of the coaches was down there too, and apparently Bergeron did catch that ball and stay in bounds. And a flag is also down on the play. Boy, this is going to be complicated when we get done with this one. A penalty flag is down back at the 30-yard line. Bergeron did intercept that ball and stay in bounds. The penalty has been declined. It was against Middle River, so Argyle takes over. 1st down and 10 at the 18-yard line. The pitch out to Labine, and another flag is down. Labine took the pitch out, and he's caught way behind the line of scrimmage. That was Mike Labine. And let's see what this yellow marker is about. The penalty is against the Argyle Eagles. And let's watch and see what the flag is for. As things are happening fast right now. From my vantage point, it looked like Bergeron, when he intercepted that ball, was no way in bounds, but the official right on top of the play and all the Argyle people on the far side of the field were hollering, and he was in bounds. So the penalty right now is against Argyle. And I didn't see a sign on the penalty either, but it was a 10-yarder. And it puts the ball back at the 5-yard line. It's first down and a mile for the Argyle Eagles at their own 5. Mike Levine gets the call. Levine out across the 10-yard line. Pounds his way out to the 12 before being brought down. A gain of 7 yards on that carry. Mike Levine carrying the football. Second down play coming up now for Argyle. First down marker is out at the 27, so it's second down and 15. The ball at the 12. Ryan Johnson on that last tackle for the Skippers. Up to the line of scrimmage, David Bergeron sets his backfield. I formation. The up back is Jay Levine. Mike Levine is the deep one. The handoff goes over the middle. This is Mike Levine. Levine sliding to the sidelines. Levine pushed out of bounds just inside the 20 and down at the 18-yard line. Out of bounds, and that stops the clock. A third down play now coming up for Argyle. Nice gain by Mike Levine. It'll be a third down and 8 situation. Ryan Johnson over there to push him out of bounds into the far sidelines. The Argyle Co-op Warehouse is proud to serve the rich Red River Valley farming area, serving the farmer with the finest in chemicals and fertilizer, and now during the fall months, the best time to apply your anhydrous ammonia from Argyle Co-op Warehouse. Third down and 8 situation for the Eagles. Second quarter, no score in the game. David Bergeron, the quarterback, calling signals, gives it off over the middle, and pounding his way for a couple, maybe 2, 3 real tough yards. Mike Levine gets the call, and Levine got enough now to make it fourth down and 4. Gain of 3, it'll be fourth down and 4 for the Argyle Eagles, and another punting situation. We've had a lot of punting here in the first half, and that goes to show you just how close this game has been played. Two fine 9-man high school teams. The snap is back. Gruhut, high spiraling kick. A lazy punt that's high up in the air. And the ball is whistled dead at the 39-yard line, just inside the 40. Argyle end of the field. Middle River takes over first down and 10 at midfield. A lot of talk nowadays about farm machinery. See the John Deere line of implements at Muzzy Farm Equipment in Argyle. Top quality service and a nice selection of used machinery, too, from Muzzy Farm Equipment. Every Thursday night is chicken special night at LaFawn's Cafe in the Argyle Mall, and every Friday night is fish special night. Sunday dinners, too, each and every Sunday at LaFawn's Cafe in the Argyle Mall in Argyle. First down and 10, right at midfield for the Middle River Skippers. Mike Peterson is their quarterback. He sends Kylan in motion to the far side. The two setbacks now are Bankston, along with Swickla. Peterson on a quarterback keeper. Cuts his way inside the 35, and he's down at the 34-yard line. Mike Peterson to the 34-yard line, and the Skippers have called a timeout. Since 1957, over 20 years of pleasant service, the Ethier Oil Company in Argyle, featuring those fine Standard Oil and Amoco Petroleum products. Mel Ethier is the man to call for fuel oil, fast, friendly service, and always a smile, too. You always do well when you buy with Mel at the Ethier Oil Company in Argyle. Valley Coverall Service Incorporated of Argyle, serving all of northwestern Minnesota with coverall and shop towel rental, taking pride in serving the area. Remember, for coverall service, shop towels, and rug rental, it's Valley Coverall Service of Argyle. Scoreless ball game here in the second quarter. Quite a football game it is. And where did Sam Jenricks go? Here he is, Sam. This is your first opportunity up here to see these clubs. Come on over here just a minute. What do you think about this football game so far?
Just terrific.
Isn't it something?
Quick football, fast.
Boy, I guess. Hard hitting is the word to describe it. No question about that. These two teams really pounding one another in the interior line. First down, or second down rather. Second down for the Middle River Skippers. Back to throw is Peterson. He's got a receiver in the end zone. He hits Newman. And Newman is down at the 3-yard line. One down play by the Middle River Skippers. Peterson dropped back, and he threaded the needle. He hit the receiver, John Newman, and Newman is down at the 3-yard line. The Skippers knocking at the door. Wayne Fulleret had the deep coverage on Newman. Fulleret giving up quite a bit in size and coverage on him. Wayne Fulleret, 5'7", 150 pounds. The receiver, John Newman, for the Argyle Eagles, goes 182 and stands about 6'2", 6'3". And the Middle River Skippers have called another timeout. I'm not sure how much time is left on the clock, but we got to be getting pretty close to the end of the first half. I haven't seen a 4-minute warning from the officials, but we must have missed it. Middle River uses another timeout to talk things over. Eldon Sparby returning to the near sidelines. On the far side of the field, I see Warren Keller, the assistant coach from Argyle, trucks back to the sideline. And it's first down and goal for the Skippers at the 3. They send Kylan in motion. Peterson, a flag is down on the play. Swickler gets the call. He's into the end zone, but we've got a flag down. Penalty flags were thrown before the snap of the ball, and it's going to cost Middle River 5 yards. Illegal motion in the backfield will cost them 5, and it'll make it first down and goal from the 8-yard line, as they're going to have to do it again. Flags were thrown before the snap of the ball. Meadowbrook Ballroom, located just west of Middle River, is a fun spot in northwestern Minnesota. You can dance every weekend to the area's top bands. Meadowbrook Ballroom, just west of Middle River. This weekend, it's the last resort, Friday and Saturday night. And apparently that was the final play of the first half. Oh, boy. The final play of the first half was right there. I knew we were getting close. There's no clock here at Middle River, so we got to kind of watch for the official signal. And I didn't realize we were that late in the half. But that play there was the last one of the first half. And the penalty nullifies the touchdown by Swickla, but the flags were thrown before the snap of the ball, so it must have been very obvious to the officials. And as a result, our score here at halftime is 0-0. There's nothing on the board. Halftime score, the Middle River Skippers and the Argyle Eagles are scoreless. We've got some halftime information coming up in just a moment.
Find great fall-time specials now at Gamble's in Middle River, like blow-in insulation. Only $2.99 for a 15-pound bag, and you get 1 free use of the blower, too. Make sure that you enter Gamble's Big Buck Contest by Friday. Entry fee is only $1, and there's 100% payback. Hunters get this special, too. 20% off all their rifle ammo, including Remington, Super X, and Winchester. Fall-time specials, stop in at Gamble's in Middle River.
Richmond, for those who want the dairy best.
For goodness you can depend on. Serve the dairy best. Add sparkle at mealtime with Bridgman whipping cream and Nordica sour cream. Quality freshness adds that special touch to your casseroles, salads, and desserts. Serve your family the best. Serve dairy products from Bridgman.
Richmond, for those who want the dairy best. Dairy best. HBO people don't miss out.
If you've heard that HBO people don't miss out, that means if you haven't gotten home box office yet, you're missing out. For example, this week you could enjoy Bite the Bullet, Autumn Sonata, Paul Simon in concert, Hopscotch, and Boardwalk, plus the weekly sports features. Don't miss out. Get home box office today from Schoberg's Cable TV in Roseau, Carlston, Greenbush, Middle River, Red Lake Falls, and Thief River Falls.
HBO people don't miss out.
We're back here at halftime. It's a scoreless game between the Argyle Eagles and the Middle River Skippers. And Paul, get Rick Nelson of the Goodrich Huskies over here for just a moment. And Rick, here's the microphone. Why don't you fill us in now? What is the story? The winner of this game advances to play this weekend. When and where?
Well, the winner of this game will host the game against Fergus Falls Lutheran Hillcrest Academy. And tentatively right now, if it's in Middle River here, it'll be played Saturday, and the starting time is yet to be determined. Probably 1 or 1:30 if can be agreed upon by both schools. And if it's in Argyle, of course, there's lights up there, so it'll be Saturday night at 7:30.
So in other words, the State High School League has definitely said that the winner of this game will host the next playoff game. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is. It goes by the school or the community farthest to the west, and I guess Middle River got it by approximately less than a mile. farther west than Fergus Falls.
Well, I was looking at the road map yesterday, and I tried it again today, and it was a tough decision to figure out. But I'm glad the people out the State High School League are the ones that have to make the decision, and they have ruled that the winner of this game will host Hillcrest Lutheran Academy of Fergus Falls in the next playoff game, and that'll be the winner of this one taking on Hillcrest. We've got the Hillcrest coach here with us, too, and we're going to talk to him in just a couple of moments. First, Rick, now you've got a chance to watch most of this first half. What is your impression of the ball game so far?
Well, I think it's it's been a good ball game so far. It's well matched. Argyle's speed, Middle River's strength up front. And I think it's going to come down to whichever team has a break. Right now, one of the things we're talking with other coaches in the conference, and one of the things we've noticed is Middle River's slow in getting their punts off, and a break, something like that, or a long pass may determine the outcome of the ball game.
Well, we've had 2 touchdowns called back, one against each team because of a penalty, although the last touchdown, the flag was thrown before the snap of the ball, and the other penalty that nullified a touchdown also was pretty obvious, so I don't think there really could be any question about those 2 calls, but there's a lot of pressure out there this afternoon, and I think the 4 officials working this game have really done a bang-up job in that first half, considering the type of ball game that this is.
Yeah, they've done a good job. Red, one of the things, the first time these guys have also worked a 4-man crew, and I thought they did a good job keeping play boxed in and keeping things under control. And both teams have played really a clean ball game. It's been physical so far, but I think the officials have done a real good job, like you said.
Okay, now I want your opinion on one more thing. I've had a chance to see both these clubs play 4 or 5 games this year, and Argyle in every other game was able to get around the corners. They were able to end sweep with either Bergeron or Mike Levine carrying the ball. In the first half, they were not able to do it. Why do you think that?
Well, I think that the size up front eliminates Argyle being able to pull anybody. And I think, Middle River's playing a 3-4, and they went some 4-3. But Newman and Klein on the outside, or Kylan, have did a heck of a job on the ends, and they've turned things back inside in the pursuit with Bankston and Olson and Johnson up the middle have been able to shut that off.
Okay, thank you very much, Rick Nelson, the head coach of the Goodrich Huskies. And right now we're going to bring the head coach of Hillcrest Lutheran Academy of Fergus Falls to our microphone. You go ahead and grab it right there, and why don't you introduce yourself to all the football fans up here in northwestern Minnesota.
Well, I'm Richard Risbrook, and been head coach of Fergus Falls now for 6 years.
Okay, Richard, now I'm familiar with your conference down there because back in 1968 I played for Audubon High School, which was part of the Agassiz Conference. We used to go down and play Hillcrest, and Hillcrest used to come up and play us, and I'm familiar with your conference down there, who you play and everything. How about a little bit about your team this year? What type of a club you have? What was your season record, and who gave you the most competition down there?
Well, so far our season record this year is 8-0. Our students come a week late than most of the schools around here, so we start football a week late and don't play that first game. So we have 8 games scheduled, and with the terms in the contract that if we don't play that, or if either team is in the playoff in that last game, that the game is canceled. We were scheduled to play Elbow Lake, Minnesota, on the last game of the season, but since we were involved in the playoffs, and you heard about the controversy that Elbow Lake was in down there, since we were in the playoffs and that game was canceled, and then we were able to play Crooks and Mount St. Benedict then for the Agassiz Valley Championship. Our team is basically, we have average size in the line, and I guess we have average quickness, but I guess that maybe the key to our game is being able to run the ball a little bit, and when we can't run, to go to the air. We got a quarterback in Brent Martinson, who's a junior, and he's been able to connect on a few key passes throughout the season to enable us get some points on the board through the air. So I guess that's where we put our points on the board when we don't, we're unable to run on the ground.
Now, your last ball game, the victory over Crookston Mount St. Benedict, if I remember correctly, was kind of one-sided. Did your team really dominate that game?
No, not at all. In the first half, the score was 8-8. We managed to, or it was 8-8 after the first quarter. It was an evenly matched game in the first quarter, but what happened in the second quarter, we managed to block a punt deep in our own territory. Humberto Hernandez, one of their key runners in the backfield, got injured, and a combination of those two things really swung the momentum our way. So we were able to connect on a few aerials, and and we scored 24 points in that second quarter, which I don't think Crookston's given up 24 points in one game all year. So it was a matter of taking advantage of the breaks and miscues that came our way and able to capitalize on them.
And what was the final score in that game again?
38-8.
A real impressive win for your team over a strong Crookston Mount St. Benedict team. Were there any other teams down there in the Agassiz Conference that gave you some real stiff competition during the year?
Well, Lake Park, which is finished about in the middle of our conference, came to play at Hillcrest, and that was the week that it was really rainy and cold, and the score was only 8-0 in that ball game. So that's been our closest game so far, but I guess our toughest rivalry has been against Rothsay, Minnesota. Rothsay has always been a rival for us, and they were undefeated when we played them. They were like 6-0, and we played the game at Rothsay and managed to come out on top 28-8 on that one.
Now, looking at these two teams here this afternoon, Rick, is this your first opportunity to see both these clubs?
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen Argyle and Middle River.
Okay, you've had a chance to watch the first half, and going into this game, it was pretty much the speed of Argyle against the size of Middle River. Did you see anything in the first half that impressed you one way or another about either club?
Well, I guess when I look at a football game, you look at not only where the ball is being traveled, but the blocking on the offensive line and defensive line. And both teams, you can tell, are excellently coached. Middle River has good size, and maybe aren't as quick as Argyle in the line, but still Argyle is tough, and they're quick to adjust on the inside. And what's happened, Argyle's run, they haven't been able to break the long run around the outside, which I've heard that they're good at doing, and breaking that run and going in the outside and running down the sideline. Defensive ends from Middle River have done a good job in turning the play inside. I look for Middle River maybe to go to the air more in this second half. Argyle really stacked the defense up tight with that five-man line. It almost, I imagine they call it a 5-2-2, but it almost looks like a 5-4 from standing up here. And if they could break one deep, like they did towards the end of the second quarter there, they might be able to open it up.
Okay, Rick, I want to thank you for coming by and introducing yourself and visiting with us. And I tell you what, Rick, maybe when you get back to Hillcrest tomorrow, you could drop in the mail to me a copy of your roster with your starting lineup marked off on it, because whichever team comes out of this ball game, we'll be covering the game with Hillcrest, and looking forward to meeting and talking with you again.
Okay, we're looking forward to coming up here. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Rick. The head coach of Hillcrest Lutheran Academy of Fergus Falls stopping by to visit with us here at halftime. We'll be back with more halftime information after these words from the studio.
Richmond, for those who want the dairy best.
For goodness you can depend on. Serve the dairy best. Add sparkle at mealtime with Bridgman whipping cream and Nordica sour cream. Quality freshness adds that special touch to your casseroles, salads, and dessert. Serve your family the best. Serve dairy products from Bridgman.
Richmond, for those who want the dairy best. Dairy best. HBO people don't miss out.
If you've heard that HBO people don't miss out, that means if you haven't gotten home box office yet, you're missing out. For example, this week you could enjoy Bite the Bullet, Autumn Sonata, Paul Simon in Concert, Hopscotch, and Boardwalk, plus the weekly sports features. Don't miss out. Get home box office today from Schoberg's Cable TV in Roseau, Carlston, Greenbush, Middle River, Red Lake Falls, and Thief River Falls.
HBO people don't miss out.
Shop Gambles in Middle River for all your hunting needs, including buck scent, usually $4.49, only $3.99 now. All your other needs, too, like rifle cases, boots, caps, gloves, Blaze Orange clothing, clips, slings, scopes, and mountings. And Gambles in Middle River is offering a 20% discount on all rifle ammo right now, including Super X, Winchester, and Remington. Enter Gambles' Big Buck Contest, too. Entry fee is $1. You must register by Friday. So stop in at Gambles in Middle River.
4 o'clock at KTRF, Thief River Falls, and let's go back up to Middle River.
Thank you very much, Steve Hagan. A reminder that the Sports Headlines program, brought to you by Tony Dorn, Incorporated, of Thief River Falls, will be heard immediately following this football game, approximately 5 o'clock this afternoon. Our halftime score, there is no score. 0-0. The Argyle Eagles and the Middle River Skippers. Our two teams are back out on the field. Our officials are back out there also. And we'll be having the kickoff and the start of the second half of this game in just a moment. For complete insurance protection, see the folks at Middle River Agency, located in the First National Bank of Middle River. See them soon for complete auto, farm, and home protection. Middle River Insurance Agency for all of your insurance services. The Co-op Oil of Middle River has 2 locations to serve you with the best in anhydrous ammonia service to your farm. The Gatsky anhydrous plant is now in operation. 2 locations with anhydrous ammonia, Gatsky and Middle River, from the Co-op Oil of Middle River. Farmers, stop in soon and plan ahead to next year with a new International Harvester tractor from Walton's Incorporated of Middle River. Price a new IH tractor soon. They have the right size in your price range from Walton's Incorporated of Middle River. The American Legion Post of Middle River is always looking for new eligible members. If you're eligible, join today and enjoy the many activities that are part of the American Legion. And you can dance this Saturday night to the Dick Miller Orchestra at the American Legion in Middle River. 2 teams back out on the field, getting ready for the second half of this game. The Middle River Skippers and the Argyle Eagles, both undefeated on the year and scoreless at the end of the first half. Solve your machine storage problems with Argyle Home Supplies, 40-foot by 80-foot, all galvanized pole building. It's November special priced at $9,990, tax and erection included. Check it out at the Argyle Home Supply, Argyle, Minnesota. Connie Lebarsky, the head coach of the Argyle Eagles, getting his team warmed up to my left. Eldon Sparby of the Skippers as his team huddled around him to my right. Our scoreless ball game between Argyle and Middle River. No score here at halftime. And again, the winner of this game gets to host the next playoff game against Hillcrest Lutheran Academy of Fergus Falls. And that should be a barn burner of a game. No matter who comes out of this one, it'll be in either Argyle or Middle River. And you'll hear that game this coming weekend. And it'll be either Friday or Saturday right on KTRF. Keep up to date and informed each week. Read the Record, the newspaper which proudly serves Middle River, Newfoundland, and all of eastern and central Marshall County. Subscribe today and enjoy every issue of the Record. A friend of the farmer and always striving to serve the farmer the best they can. Farmers Co-op Grain and Seed of Thief River Falls and Middle River. 2 locations to serve you. Ask them about the new way to market your grain through the unit train pricing program at Farmers Co-op Grain and Seed, Thief River Falls and Middle River. Top interest on your savings, always personal friendly service, and that's what you look for in a bank, and that's what you always get at First National Bank of Middle River. Hometown bank in the Middle River area is First National Bank. And I think we've got a couple members of the Gonvick Bulldogs high school football team here with us, and we got one fellow right here. Mark, come on over here for just a minute. Mark, what's your last name?
Peterson.
Okay, Mark, you've had a chance to watch this first half. What is your impression of it?
I think it's pretty good. Strong defense.
How about Middle River? Do you think they've really held up tough in the line?
Yeah, pretty good.
Now, you gave Middle River one of their toughest tests in the year. You took them right down to the final minute of the game. What impresses you about Middle River in their play thus far this year?
I don't know. Bingston, pass. Yeah, pass is good. Pass is pretty good.
Overall size, too, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot, Mark. One of the members of the Gonvick Bulldogs high school team taking in this game. A short end-over-end kick. Now it gets some distance to it. Swickla way back at the 5-yard line. Argyle kicking off to get our second half underway. And Swickla returns it out to just shy of the 20-yard line. At the 19, it'll be first down and 10 for Middle River at their own 19-yard line. Oh, excuse me. They mark it just across the 20. 21-yard line will spot the ball down. Kent Peterson in on the tackle for the Argyle Eagles. Again, we're working pretty much from field level here at Middle River, so bear with us as we spot the ball in the corners. First down and 10 at the 21. Handoff goes right over the middle, and a big hole opens up on the left side. And Steve Bankston, the fullback, pounds his way forward for a nice gain of 6 yards. It'll be a second down and 4. Pickup of 6 out to the 27-yard line. Second down play coming up for the Skippers. Just underway in our third quarter. There's no score in this football game. We tried to see if we could get Mike Lundgren from the Times up here at halftime, but weren't able to get to him. Bankston gets the carry on the next play, and straight over the middle, Bankston pounds his way out across the 30-yard line, and he gets to the 32 on the carry. 32-yard line for Steve Bankston, and the Middle River Skippers first down and 10. Bankston gets the first down. 240-pound fullback. You give him the ball and send him up the middle, and he just plows his way forward. That's the best way to describe the type of runner he is. Full house backfield behind Mike Peterson. 3 setbacks. Peterson calling signals. This time it's Swickla. Spins off one tackle, and oh, he's smothered. He got buried by a wall of Argyle Eagles, and leading the charge, Jay Levine and also David Bergeron, and Kent Peterson was in there also as they formed a 3-man wall to stop Swickla. Second down play coming up now for Middle River. A short 1-yard gain on that last carry. Become a spoke in the wheel at the Wagon Wheel. Stop in soon at the Wagon Wheel. Sports is always discussed, and you can meet your friends at the Wagon Wheel, Highway 32 in Middle River. Second down and 9. Back to throw is Peterson over the middle. The pass, and let's see. It's intercepted by the Argyle Eagles. That's Mike Levine pulling the ball away from John Newman. Newman and Mike Levine went up together, and Levine is not near as tall as Newman is, but still was able to wrestle the ball away from him, and Mike Levine with the pass interception turns the ball over to the Argyle Eagles. First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line. We're in the third quarter of play. I formation. David Bergeron, the quarterback. Flanker in tight on the far side to give over the middle. Jay Levine, the hole opens up, and Levine gets around the corner, and he's knocked down at the 25-yard line. Jay Levine got around the corner and got inside the 30 and pushed out at the 25. In Skipper territory, and it's a first down and then some for the Argyle Eagles. Doug Kylan over there to knock him out of bounds. First down and 10 for the Eagles as they're getting deeper in Skipper territory. Again, this is 9-man football, 80 yards long, 40 yards wide. The 40 is a midfield stripe. David Bergeron, the quarterback. Straight handoff over the middle. No deception, no razzle-dazzle on that, just a straight dive play with Jay Levine carrying the ball, and he got 2 yards. It'll be a second down and 8. Harlan Olsen on the tackle. Ball resting at the 23-yard line. Second down and 8 coming up for the Eagles. We're in the third quarter. Clock is running. No score in the football game. I formation. David Bergeron calling signals. The pitch out is back to Mike Levine. Levine trying to get around the corner. He makes the cutback, and Levine is down. I think he got inside the 20. Let's see. Levine pulled down. From here, it looks like the 18. We'll have to wait until they bring the ball in from the near side of the field. It's a first down on the 15-yard line. Whoa, boy, it's even closer than that. Let's see. When they mark the ball down, we'll watch when they spread out the chain. 13-yard line. 13-yard line. First down and 10. Good crowd on hand for this game. It's kind of tough to see in the corners on the near side of the field. Bergeron calling signals. I formation. The handoff right over the middle. Fumble on the play. Loose football. And Middle River has recovered. The Skippers recover at the 13-yard line. A fumble on the play. Daniel Berta with the fumble recovery. Bergeron had problems with the football after taking the snap, but it popped out of his hands, and Berta recovers for the Skippers. First down and 10 for Middle River at their own 13. Peterson, the handoff goes over the middle, straight forward. Ball carrier on the play, looking for some running room. Jeff Swickla, he got 2 yards out to the 15-yard line. It'll be second down and 8. Gary Gruhut in on the tackle for the Argyle Eagles. Action Realty salutes the Argyle Eagles and Middle River Skippers and the communities they represent. Action Realty is a winning team. Let Action Realty help you be a winner, too. Action Realty of Thief River Falls, 681-2290. Second down and 8. Taking the snap is Peterson, quarterback keeper. Keeps the ball himself, runs straight forward. And he gets out shy of the 20-yard line. 18 is where they mark the ball down. It'll be a third down play coming up for Middle River. Third down and a good strong 6 to go for the first down marker. David Bergeron on that last tackle for the Argyle Eagles. Super good crowd on hand for this game here at Middle River this afternoon. I look across on the Argyle side of the field. They're lined up 2 deep, 3 to 4 deep right down below us on the Middle River side. Back to pass is Peterson. Third down play. He goes down. The quarterback sack and a big one. Way back. A good hard rush. Jay Levine was in there. John Hedquist with the quarterback sack. And the Middle River Skippers on fourth down and long yardage inside the 10 at their own 8-yard line will have to punt the ball away, and Swicklow will be inside the goal line, kicking right in front of his own goal post. Anticipating the punt, Jay Levine at the 40-yard line. Swicklow gets a good snap back. He gets off a short end-over-end squibbly kick. And the ball whistle dead at the 33-yard line. In Skipper territory, a short kick by Swicklow turns the ball over to Argyle. First down and 10. 33 in Skipper territory. Excellent field position for the Eagles to try and get their offense going. Both teams have scored a touchdown, but each one was called back because of a penalty. No score in this football game. We're in the third quarter of play. First down and 10 for Argyle at the 33. Skipper into the field. Quarterback Bergeron on a keeper, fakes the handoff and keeps it himself. And he's upended by Swicklow after a short 2 or 3 yard gain. It looked like he was going to get more, but Swicklow hit him low and upended him. A gain of 3. It'll be second down and 7 coming up for Argyle. Last resort this Friday and Saturday night at the Meadowbrook Ballroom, just west of Middle River. Fun spot in northwestern Minnesota. You can dance every weekend to the area's top bands. This weekend, Friday and Saturday night, it's last resort at the Meadowbrook. Second down and 7. Quarterback is David Bergeron, barking his signals. Bergeron fakes to one man, gives on the end around play. Sean Hunstead is the ball carrier. Hunstead, and he cuts his way for a gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards. The officials mark the ball down. It'll be a third down and 4. Coming up now for Argyle, Doug Kylan in on the tackle. And a big third down play coming up for Argyle here to keep this drive alive. The ball is just inside the 30 at the 28-yard line. Third down and 4. I formation behind Bergeron. He gives to the first man through the hole. That's Jay Levine, and he's got the first down and a couple more. Jay Levine, the ball carrier, brought down by Kylan, but a gain inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And it's first down and 10 for the Argyle Eagles. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or just a piece of pie and a cup of coffee, stop in at the Rex Cafe in Middle River, featuring a complete menu and a friendly atmosphere. The Rex Cafe is Deer Hunter's headquarters for a great meal. The Rex Cafe right in Middle River. First down and 10, 18-yard line. David Bergeron, quarterback sneak right over center, and he has got it 3 yards to the 15-yard line. David Bergeron running right over the top of his center, Danny Dufault, picked up 3. It'll be second down and 7. Collins Funeral Homes of Middle River is happy to help sponsor today's game on KTRF, urging everybody to support high school sports. Collins Funeral Homes of Middle River saying back the Skippers this year during the high school sports season. I formation behind Bergeron. Mike Levine and Jay Levine, the 2 setbacks to give us to Mike Levine. Levine through a hole on the left side, and he is down to the 12-yard line. Mike Levine got the call out of the power I formation and got to the 12-yard line. Brought down by Harlan Olson. Oh, boy, here we go. The ball is at the 12. First down markers at the 9. It's third and 3. And here's where the tough get going and the going gets tough. Third down play, 3 yards for the first down marker. Bergeron, I formation in the backfield, and they give us to Mike Levine, and I think he got it. He's very close to it anyway. Let's see. The official on the near side of the field, Tom Williams, marking that ball down and lining it up. It's really nice seeing these 4 officials working this game. And he is short to the first down marker. It's a fourth down play coming up for the Argyle Eagles. They did not get the first down. Fourth down play, deep in Skipper territory. Bergeron sets his backfield. Keeps him in the eye. Jay Levine, the up back. Mike Levine, the deep one. Pitch out back to Mike Levine. He's caught behind the line of scrimmage, and he goes down. Oh, what a rush put on by the Middle River Skippers. Leading the charge was Steve Bankston. And the ball goes over to Middle River as the Skipper defense holds, and Middle River first down and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Doug Kylan also in on that stop. Woo! First down and 10 for the Skippers. Quickly out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. Middle River lines up with a full house backfield. Peterson is their quarterback. Swickla, Bankston, and Kylan. The setbacks. Kylan in motion to the near side. Peterson on the quarterback option. Keeps it himself, and he's hit right at the line of scrimmage. Peterson tried to find some running room, and he was belted, and belted hard by Chris Kasprovich, big interior lineman of the Argyle Eagles. Boy, I tell you what, both these clubs, Middle River and Argyle, really rolled up some impressive victories during the regular season, and neither team has faced a test like they've got here this afternoon. These teams very evenly matched. Going into the game, it was the speed of Argyle against the size of Middle River, and they've equaled one another here this afternoon. Second down play, the pitch out goes to Kylan, and he's got no running room. Brought down on the far side of the field, hit the line of scrimmage, and that was it. David Bergeron on the tackle. Third down play coming up for Middle River. Third down and 10. Natural Way Mills of Middle River is happy to help sponsor today's football game on KTRF, members of the National Nutritional Food Association, and they have national distribution at Natural Way Mills. The Otter Tail Power Company salutes the fine communities of Middle River and Argyle, proudly serving those two great communities with electrical service. The Otter Tail Power Company helping sponsor high school sports on KTRF. Peterson back to throw. On third down, it's almost intercepted. He was looking for John Newman, and the pass was on the money, but stepping in front was Jay Levine, knocking that ball away. Well, here we go. Fourth down play. Fourth down play coming up for the Skippers, and they'll be back deep in their own territory, punting from, let's see, inside the goal line. Swickla steps back. And I tell you what, like Rick Nelson mentioned at halftime, Middle River's going to have to get better protection for Swickla on these punts as he's been under a lot of pressure. A good snap is back. The rush is on. The kick is blocked. It's in the end zone. And the ball is loose, and Argyle has recovered. John Hedquist, let's see. It was John Hedquist or Sean Hunstead, one of the two. Paul, I'm going to send you across to check on that right now. We want to get it right. I saw the 0 on the back of his uniform. It was either Hedquist or Sean Hunstead or Jay Levine. All we could see was the 0 on the back of his uniform, and he was mobbed by Argyle Eagles so fast that we're going to check on it just to make sure who it was that recovered that fumble. The Argyle Eagles blocking the punt, and they're out in front 6-0. They will try to kick the one extra point. Gary Gruholt. The ball is down, his kick is up, and he drills it. Gary Gruholt splits the uprights for the one extra point, and the Argyle Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon as they go out in front by a score of 7-0 on a blocked kick and a recovered fumble in the end zone. 7-0, Argyle leading the Middle River Skippers. Your Farmers Union insurance agent serving the great farming area of northwestern Minnesota. That's Sam Jenrex, the guy standing right next to me. That's right. There's only one Sam Jenrex, thank goodness. For all of your insurance needs, you see Sam Jenrex, and he'll set you up with the best. Farmers Union Insurance. Check out the new life insurance policy that Sam has available. It can't be beat, but it's from Farmers Union Insurance. Fresh, top-quality meats from the Argyle Lockers in Argyle. They butcher by appointment only. Make your reservations. Fresh Land O'Lakes cheese and ice cream, too. See the fresh meats cut to order. Homemade meatloaf and sausage, too, at Argyle Lockers. Gruhut steps into the ball. His kick will go out of bounds on the far side of the field, and it goes out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. The officials will bring it out to the 30, and it'll be first down and 10 for the Skippers. Not bad field position to try and get underway. Paul, what did you find out?
We're going.
David Bergeron, number 30, gets the credit for the touchdown on the fumble recovery. Again, all we saw was the 0 on the uniform, and I knew it was either Sean Hunstead, David Bergeron, or who's the one other fellow that has a 0 on the back of his uniform for the Argyle Eagles? John Hedquist, but Bergeron it was with that fumble recovery and the touchdown. First down play for the Skippers. Bankston gets the call, and he gets out to the 31-yard line, a short 1-yard gain. Hit at the line of scrimmage, managed to fall forward for 1, and that was all. Second down and 9 coming up for the Skippers. Your one-stop building supply headquarters in the Argyle area is Argyle Home Supply. Handling every phase of construction, they'll make sure you're satisfied at Argyle Home Supply. Mike Peterson brings his team up to the line. Second down and 9. The give is to Swickla, and Swickla gets through for 2 yards and then is really smacked. You could hear the leather smack all the way up here as he was popped by Mike Levine, and also in there Sean Hunstead on that tackle. And with that play, that's the end of the third quarter, and that was a fast third quarter of play. Our score at the end of 3, it's the Argyle Eagles leading the Middle River Skippers 7-0. For the best in seed, it's Rivard quality seed in Argyle. Farmers know they're getting the best in seed from Rivards, and farmers don't gamble on cheap seed. And remember, Rivard quality seed right now is looking for man-cam buckwheat. If you have some for sale, contact Rivard quality seed in Argyle and talk to Kenny Schuster. Do your grocery shopping at the Hart Store in Argyle. Stop in and say hello to the owners, Cecil and Marie Duchesne, and watch for the weekend grocery specials, too, at the Hart Store in Argyle. The swinging doors for your listening and dancing enjoyment this Friday and Saturday night at the Farmer Dell Steakhouse and Lounge in Argyle. A great place to meet your friends this weekend, Friday and Saturday night. The Farmer Dell with the swinging doors, Friday and Saturday in Argyle. Fourth quarter is getting underway. Mike Peterson, the quarterback, rolls to the near side. Peterson on a quarterback keeper, puts his shoulder down and pounds his way forward. And he gets out across the 35, 36, 37-yard line. David Bergeron finally pulling him to the ground. A nice gain by Mike Peterson. It'll be a 4th down and 3 situation coming up for the Skippers. 4th down and 3 here in the early going to the 4th quarter. 7-0. Argyle leading Middle River. Back in punt formation is Swickla. Jay Levine drops back for Argyle. Swickla calling signals. Good snap back. Swickla gets off a high, booming end-over-end kick, and a fair catch is called by Jay Levine. And he is back inside the 20-yard line to just about the 10. We'll have to wait and see where they spot the ball down because he was in our blind corner of the field. 9-yard line where Jay Levine called for the fair catch and took the ball. First down and 10 for Argyle, deep in their own territory at the 9. The American Legion Club of Argyle always looking for new eligible members. The American Legion of Argyle working for veterans' rights and for our country. Stop in at the Legion in Argyle. Calling signals is quarterback Bergeron, and he gives it off over the middle. And finding a little running room, but not an awful lot. Ball carrier on the play is Jay Levine. Steve Bankston on the tackle. You know, all throughout the year, Mike Levine of the Argyle Eagles rolled up some impressive statistics, a lot of touchdowns, a lot of yardage, but the Skippers have really contained him this afternoon. Jay Levine is the one who has carried the ball more than Mike, and that's probably a surprise to a lot of the Argyle people. But the thing is, on the scoreboard, Argyle leads 7-0 right now. David Bergeron at quarterback. The give is over the middle, and let's see, not much of a gain, maybe a 2-yard pickup for Mike Levine. We'll give him 2 yards and call it a 3rd down play coming up for Argyle. Harlan Olson on the tackle. Just a gorgeous afternoon here in Middle River for this football game. Couldn't ask for a nicer day here in the first part of November, I'll tell you that right now. Field is in excellent playing condition. And really, these two football teams living up to everybody's expectations. Bergeron, third down and 8. Bergeron back in the pocket. Left-handed quarterback fires, and he's got a receiver. And it's complete out to midfield. The pass holds in right at midfield. And a completed pass by the Argyle Eagles. And let's see, 84 getting the pass reception. That's Keith Gruhut. That play must have come in from the sidelines. And Connie Lebarski, because Keith Gruhut is not usually lined up at a flanker position, but he was lined up that time, and he stays in the game right now. He'll stay in at the end position on the right side. Gruhut with a big pass reception. Keith Gruhut to the Argyle Eagles. David Bergeron, first down and 10. Oh, big hole open down the left side. And hitting it with a full force of steam is Mike Levine. He got about 3-4 yards, and then the linebacker on the far side, Daniel Berta, came up quickly to plug the hole. The hole opened quickly, and it was there. You could see the gap from up here. And Berta coming up quick to plug it up and make the stop. A gain of 3 yards. It'll be second down and 7. Second and 7 for the Argyle Eagles. David Bergeron sets his backfield, keeps him in the power I, flanker to the near side. Bergeron calling signals. The give is right over the middle. This is Jay Levine getting the call inside the 35 and down at the 33-yard line. For complete accounting services, business bookkeeping, and income tax preparation too, you can count on Ken Levine Accounting Services, located in the Argyle Mall in Argyle. Phone number 437-6678. Ken Levine Accounting Services of Argyle. Loringer Foods is your clean, fresh, convenient grocery store in the Argyle Shopping Mall. Watch for the R-Brand Save-A-Thon coming this weekend. Check the circular you'll get in the paper, in the mail, and look for the ad in the paper, too. The Stephen Messenger, the R-Brand Save-A-Thon at Loringer Foods. Again, straight handoff over the middle for the Argyle Eagles, and they pick up 3 yards. It'll be fourth down and 2 coming up for Argyle. The Eagles keeping it on the ground now, alternating between the two Levine boys. Harlan Olsen on that last tackle. Fourth down and short yardage, 4th and 2. Coming up for Argyle, and this is a big fourth down play. The Skippers got to get their hands on the ball. Midway through the fourth quarter, Argyle leading 7-0. Bergeron with an I formation. The give is right over the middle, and they got the first down. The hole opened up, and hitting it with a full head of steam and picking up the yardage, carrying the football. Jay Levine, good blocking up front from Danny Dufault, Robert Hapka, and Wayne Malm. And it's first down and 10 for the Argyle Eagles at the 27-yard line in Skipper territory. Bill Heat from Phillips 66 and the Valley Oil Company. Call Bob or Mike St. Germain, and they'll fill your fuel oil tank. And get your car tuned up for winter, too, by Harlan Yell, their chief mechanic, at the sign of Phillips 66, Valley Oil in Argyle. Bergeron, broken play in the backfield, keeps it himself, and he goes forward for 3 yards. Bergeron picking up a nice gain of 3 after the play did not materialize right in the backfield. It'll be a second down and 7 coming up for Argyle. Argyle leading 7-0 midway in the fourth quarter of play. Eagles taking their time in the huddle. Saving makes a lot of sense, and many people are asking for savings accounts from the Argyle State Bank. Smart people know that saving is important, and if you want to save for an important objective, start a savings account at the Argyle State Bank. Up to the line of scrimmage. I formation in the backfield. Fumble on the snap from center, and let's see who's got it. Big pile up. And it's Jay Levine with the football. Bergeron could not control the snap, and Jay Levine was there to pounce on it. Third down play coming up for the Argyle Eagles. Third down and 8. Argyle Co-op Warehouse is proud to serve the rich Red River Valley farming area, serving the farmer with the finest in chemicals and fertilizer. And now during the fall months, the best time to apply your anhydrous. Argyle Co-op Warehouse of Argyle. A lot of talk nowadays about farm machinery. See the John Deere line of implements at Muzzy Farm Equipment in Argyle. Top quality service, nice selection of used machinery too at Muzzy Farm Equipment. Officials timeout on the field as one of the Argyle Eagles is getting some equipment repair. The score is 7-0. Argyle leading Middle River here in the fourth quarter. Every Thursday night is chicken special night at LaFon's Cafe in the Argyle Mall, and every Friday night is fish special night. Sunday dinners, too, every Sunday at LaFon's Cafe in the Argyle Mall. And remember, LaFon's Cafe for your catering and business meeting, Christmas party, or holiday get-together. Book the date early at LaFon's Cafe. Since 1957, Mel Ethier of the Ethier Oil Company in Argyle has been featuring those fine Standard Oil and Amoco petroleum products. Mel Ethier, the man to call for fuel oil from the Ethier Oil Company, and fill it up with a tank full of Standard at Mel's Standard. Draw play over the middle, and this is Mike Levine getting the call, and he's upended. Hit low and hit hard by Doug Kylan right at the line of scrimmage. Fourth down play. A loss of 2, in fact, back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down and 10. Good defensive play by Doug Kylan of the Middle River Skippers. 4th down play, 4th and 10 coming up for Argyle. And if the Skippers could get their hands on the ball now, with the time remaining on the clock in this fourth quarter, they would have time to drive the length of the field. But they need that ball, and they need it bad. 7-0, Argyle leading. Bergeron bobbles a snap from center, then gives it over the middle. Getting the call is Jay Levine. And Jay Levine is to the 22-yard line, way short of the first down. And the Middle River Skippers take over, 1st down and 10, 21-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Skippers at their own 21. Valley Coverall Service of Argyle, serving all of northwestern Minnesota with coverall and shop towel rental, rug rental too, taking pride in serving the area. Valley Coverall Service of Argyle, happy to help sponsor Argyle High School sports. Best to the Eagles from Darrell and all the staff at Valley Coverall Service. 1st down play, Peterson pitches to Swickla, and Swickla gets around the corner and then is really smacked as he was hit hard by Jay Levine of the Argyle Eagles. Boy, these teams are really popping the leather out there this afternoon. You can hear those shoulder pads hit from way over here. That play was on the far side of the field. And the ground is still shaking a little bit after that last one. No question about it. Both these teams very well coached and into the game, ready to play. Skippers up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 8. 23-yard line. Middle River trailing 7-0. 4th quarter. Peterson takes the snap. Back in the pocket. He's got a receiver on the near side. And he underthrows Jeff Swickla. Swickla was open on the near side, but the pass short of its mark. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Line of scrimmage stays the 23. A big weekend is coming up at the Meadowbrook Ballroom. The last resort, Friday and Saturday night of this weekend. Make it the Meadowbrook for a great time this weekend. The last resort, Friday and Saturday night. 3rd down play. It's 3rd and 8. The clock is running. We're in the 4th quarter. And the Middle River Skippers trail the Argyle Eagles 7-0. What a football game this has been. Peterson back to throw. 3rd down in the pocket. Fires it over the middle, and he hits his receiver, and he gets to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. We got a flag down on the play. Penalty flag is down. The pass complete, and it was hauled in by one of the interior linemen, and that's the reason for the flag. Ryan Johnson gets the penalty for a legal receiver downfield. Ryan Johnson, one of the interior linemen, caught that pass, and the flag went right down. Again, we've got 4 officials working this afternoon's game out of the Thief River Falls Association. And the penalty is being explained to the Argyle Eagles. They have the option of refusing it or accepting it. Let's see. Illegal receiver downfield against Middle River. And we're watching Darrell Bakke for a sign, and apparently it's been refused. The penalty has been declined. They're taking the down instead. 4th down play for Middle River, and the Skippers have to punt again. Swickla back in punt formation. Will kick at his own 10. Jay Levine steps back to his own 30. A high snap is back, and a short end-over-end kick. The ball now gets up in the air. It bounces at midfield, takes a Middle River bounce inside the 30-yard line, and down at the 24. That ball took a Middle River bounce and got the extra yardage that they needed. Argyle first down and 10 at their own 24-yard line. For complete insurance protection, see the folks at the Middle River Agency, located in the First National Bank of Middle River. See them soon for complete auto, farm, and home protection. Middle River Agency for your insurance services. The Co-op Oil of Middle River has 2 locations to serve you with the best in anhydrous ammonia service to your farm, the Gatsky anhydrous plant and the Middle River plant. Anhydrous ammonia right now from the Co-op Oil at the sign of the Big M in Middle River. Up to the line of scrimmage. Bergeron calling signals. The give is right over the middle. And the ball carrier on the play is Jay Levine. Pounds his way straight forward for 2-3 yards. Out to the 27-yard line. Pickup of a couple. And we're getting the 4-minute warning right now. 4 minutes left to go in this football game. Argyle with a 7-0 lead. And now the clock is important. There is no clock on the field. The official's keeping the time. And we're just going to have to keep an eye on Tom Williams, who is running the clock, and see if we can watch for how much time is left as we finish off this game. 4 minutes left to go right now. David Bergeron, the give is to Jay Levine, and Levine right over the middle. Gets out close to the 30-yard line, down at the 29, couple-yard pickup. Daniel Berta on the tackle. 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Argyle Eagles. Farmers, why don't you stop in soon? Plan ahead to next year with a new International Harvester tractor from Walton's Incorporated of Middle River. Price the new IH tractor soon. They've got the right size in your price range at Walton's Incorporated. Bergeron pitches back to Mike Levine, and Levine gets to the 30, and that's it. Levine wrapped up and brought down by Doug Kylan. This kid Kylan has played an excellent game at a linebacking position for the Middle River Skippers. Doug Kylan coming up to stop Mike Levine. And the Middle River Skippers have really done a whale of a job stopping Mike Levine in this ball game. Mike Levine, who just ran over everybody in the top of the state conference, has been severely limited to what he could do here this afternoon. Back in punt formation, Gary Gruhut. High, booming kick. Nice punt. Zwickler at the 15. Zwickler makes a cut at the 20. Gets hit at the 22. And he's down at the 24-yard line. Brought down by number 44. And that's Mike Levine. 1st down and 10 for the Middle River Skippers at their own 24-yard line. Well, right now, it's all in the hands of the Middle River Skippers. Their destiny is right in their hands. They've got to go on this series of downs. They've got to move the football. If they're going to do it, they're going to have to do it right now. Peterson at quarterback. Back in the pocket to throw. The rush is on him. Fires it out to the near side. It's intercepted by Jay Levine. Levine, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Argyle. A 25-yard pass interception by Jay Levine. And the Argyle Eagles put their second one on the board. Middle River coming out throwing on 1st down and 10. And Jay Levine was there for the interception. 25-yard pass interception by Jay Levine. And the Argyle Eagles out in front 13-0. Say, the American Legion Club of Middle River has a big night planned for this Saturday for the deer hunting season. You can dance to the great music of the Dick Miller Band. Saturday night, deer hunters head to the American Legion in Middle River for a great time after a tough day in the woods. Dick Miller Band for your listening and dancing enjoyment Saturday night at the Legion in Middle River. Keep up to date and informed each and every week. Read the Record, the newspaper that proudly serves Middle River, New Fulton, and all of eastern central Marshall County. Subscribe today and enjoy every issue of the Record. A friend to the farmer and always striving to serve the farmer the best they can. Farmers Co-op Grain and Seed of Thief River Falls and Middle River. 2 locations to serve you, and ask them about the new way to market your grain through the unit train pricing program at Farmers Co-op Grain and Seed, Thief River Falls and Middle River. top interest on your savings, always personal friendly service. That's what you look for in a bank, and that's what you get at First National Bank of Middle River. Your hometown bank in the Middle River area is the First National Bank. Become a spoke in the wheel at the Wagon Wheel. Stop in soon at the Wagon Wheel. Sports is always discussed, and you can meet your friends at the Wagon Wheel, Highway 32 in Middle River. Here comes the try for the extra points, and they're going for 2 of them. Bergeron at quarterback. Sets his team in the I formation. Levine and Levine, the 2 setbacks. The handoff goes to Jay Levine, and he did not get in for the 2 extra points. Levine is stopped short of the end zone, so the Argyle Eagles have to be satisfied with the touchdown on the 25-yard interception by Jay Levine. But no extra points, and it's a 13-0 ball game. 13-0. The Argyle Eagles leading the Middle River Skippers. Action Realty salutes the Argyle Eagles and the Middle River Skippers and the communities they represent. Action Realty is a winning team. Let the Action team help you be a winner. Action Realty, Thief River Falls, call 681-2290. 681-2290. Gary Gruhut tees the ball up at the 30-yard line. Less than 4 minutes to go in the football game. The sun's starting to sink in the west, and it's 13-0. The Argyle Eagles leading Middle River. Gruhut steps into the ball. Line drive kick. It bounces past Mike Peterson. Peterson lets it go into the end zone. The ball went right between his legs all the way into the end zone. It'll be brought out to the 15-yard line. First down and 10. First and 10 for the Middle River Skippers at their own 15. Meadowbrook Ballroom, just west of Middle River, is a fun spot in northwestern Minnesota. And you can dance every weekend to the area's top bands. Meet your friends for a great time this weekend, Friday and Saturday night at the Meadowbrook. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or just a cup of coffee and a piece of pie, you can stop in at the Rex Cafe in Middle River. Hunters for an early morning breakfast before going out for a hearty supper at the end of the day. It's the Rex Cafe. Friendly atmosphere, the Rex Cafe in Middle River. The Argyle Eagles leading the Skippers 13-0. Less than 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter of play. What a football game this one's been. It's been a good one. Couldn't ask for a better 9-man high school game than what these two teams have put on here this afternoon. Closely matched, even-fought game, hard-hitting, good clean play, and a beautiful fall afternoon for football. Collins Funeral Homes of Middle River is happy to help sponsor today's Middle River football game on KTRF. They urge everybody to support the Middle River Skippers, and Collins Funeral Home of Middle River proud to help sponsor high school sports. The timeout has ended. Both coaches returning to the respective sidelines. Mike Peterson back in the pocket. First down, fires it downfield. It's intercepted. Taken by Mike Levine at midfield. Levine across the 30. Levine across the 20. Levine is inside the 10-yard line. Mike Levine with the pass interception. Picked that ball off at midfield. I'm not sure who quarterback Peterson was looking for. And the Argyle Eagles first down and goal at the 9-yard line. Argyle first and goal at the 9 in Skipper territory. Late in the fourth quarter. Argyle leading 13-0. Bergeron sets his backfield. Mike Levine and Jay Levine, the two setbacks. The pitch out back to Mike Levine. He cuts to the left side, and he goes into the end zone for the TD. Mike Levine, a 9-yard touchdown run, and that pretty much puts the icing on the cake for the Argyle Eagles. Mike Levine from 9 yards out. And it's a 22-0 ball game. Mike Levine going over from 9 yards out for the third Argyle Eagle touchdown of this second half. Natural Way Mills of Middle River is happy to help sponsor today's football game on KTRF, members of the National Nutritional Food Association, and they have national distribution too. That's Natural Way Mills of Middle River. I formation in the backfield. Quarterback Bergeron calling his signals. Back to throw, fires it in the end zone. It's complete for the 2 extra points. Bergeron hits his receiver, Roger St. Germain, for the 2 extra points. And the Argyle Eagles now 24-0 over the Middle River Skippers. Late in the fourth quarter, the Argyle Eagles with 3 touchdowns here in the second half, out in front by a score of 24-0 over Middle River. Use your electricity wisely. Save not only money, but time and energy, too. Yes, the Otter Tail Power Company of Hallock will be glad to help you with energy-saving ideas and tips. Otter Tail Power Company of Hallock, serving you electrically. 20-0, rather, our score. Excuse me, 20-0. 21-0. Sorry about that. Gura down the kickoff, taken by Swicklaw, and Swicklaw cuts his way up the far sidelines, gets to the 18-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for Middle River at their own 18. The Skippers with the ball, first down and 10. Argyle with 3 touchdowns, 1 set of 2 extra points, and 1 one-point conversion. On their 3rd touchdown, they did not get the extra points. 21-0, Argyle leading Middle River. Straight handoff to Bankston over the middle. Bankston drags the man with him and gets out across the 20-yard line. They mark his forward progress down right at the 20. Pick up of 3.5, 4 yards. Second down play, and Middle River is called to timeout. Your Farmers Union insurance agent serving the great farming area of northwestern Minnesota is Sam Generex, Farmers Union Insurance of Thief River Falls. For all of your insurance needs, see Sam Generex, Farmers Union Insurance. Fresh, top-quality meats from Argyle Lockers in Argyle. They butcher by appointment only. Make your reservation. And they also have that good homemade meatloaf and homemade sausage at Argyle Lockers. Stop in and see Willard Johnson for the best in meat at Argyle Lockers in Argyle. For the best in seed, it's Rivard Quality Seed of Argyle, and right now they're looking to buy Man-Cam buckwheat. If you've got some Man-Cam buckwheat that you would like to sell, you'll get top price for it when you sell it through Rivard Quality Seed of Argyle. And Paul, I'm going to send you down on the field right now to see if you can get the 2 head coaches to come up here at the end of this game. We're going to try and see if we can get Connie Labarsky of the Argyle Eagles up here to talk with us, and also Eldon Sparby, the head coach of the Middle River Skippers. We'll try and see if we can get him up here too at the end of this contest and talk to both coaches. Got to give a lot of credit to both teams. They've really played an excellent football game here this afternoon. Pitch out to Swicklaw. He has trouble handing it, and Swicklaw goes down right at the line of scrimmage. Met and dropped on the play right at the 20-yard line. And no gain. John Hedquist on the tackle. Time is running out on the Middle River Skippers, 21-0. The Argyle Eagles leading. Do your grocery shopping at the Hart Store in Argyle. Stop in and say hello to the owners, Cecil and Marie Duchesne. Watch for the weekend grocery specials, too, this weekend at the Hart Store in Argyle. Steve Bankston gets the call, and Bankston across the line of scrimmage down at the 22-yard line. Bankston with the carry to the 22. 4th down play, 4th and 5 coming up for Middle River. The clock is running down. It looks like it'll be the Argyle Eagles against Hillcrest Lutheran Academy of Fergus Falls. And we're looking forward to bringing you that game, too, this weekend here on KTRF. Back in punt formation is Swicklaw, and that's it. Before the Middle River Skippers can get the next play off, that's it. The final score, the Argyle Eagles downing the Middle River Skippers here, 21-0. Say, Rick, maybe we can get Rick, the head coach of Hillcrest Academy, up here for just a moment, and we'll talk to him before he takes off. And, Rick, the main question I want to ask you right now, now that Argyle has won this game, the next playoff game will be in Argyle. Can you tell us what date and when? Do you know yet? Or?
Well, we know it'll be on Saturday, this coming Saturday, but we don't know if it'll be in the afternoon game or at night game. I know that Argyle's got lights. We'll have to see what their coach says now, whether the game will be at night or in the afternoon.
Okay, but it definitely won't be on Friday then, right?
Or I don't know. I call it State High School League, and they told me that it would be on Saturday. Now that's up to Argyle, I guess.
Okay, so we'll just kind of play it by ear, and as soon as we find out, we'll let the people know, and we'll be there for the play-by-play, and we'll see you this weekend, Rick.
Okay, we'll see you there.
Thank you very much. Head coach of Hillcrest Lutheran Academy of Fergus Falls, and we're going to get Connie Labarsky and Eldon Sparby, both the respective head coaches, up here to talk with us for a few moments, and we'll give you a recap of the scoring, too. We'll have all that for you in just a moment. But first, back.
Get ready for deer hunting with great specials now at Gambles in Middle River. Need a new rifle? Check these prices. A Remington bolt-action model 730-06 is sale priced at under $275 now. The new Remington model 430-06, usually $499, is only $420 at Gambles in Middle River. And they have 20% off all rifle ammo, including Remington, Super X, and Winchester. And enter the Big Buck contest. Entry fee just $1, and the payback is 100%. Register by Friday at Gambles in Middle River.
HBO people don't miss out.
If you've heard that HBO people don't miss out, that means if you haven't gotten home box office yet, you're missing out. For example, this week you could enjoy Bite the Bullet, Autumn Sonata, Paul Simon in Concert, Hopscotch, and Boardwalk, plus the weekly sports features. Don't miss out. Get home box office today from Schoberg's Cable TV in Roseau, Carlsbad, Greenbush, Middle River, Red Lake Falls, and Thief River Falls.
HBO people don't miss out. Richmond, for those who want the dairy best.
For goodness you can depend on. Serve the dairy best. Add sparkle at mealtime with Bridgman whipping cream and Nordica sour cream. Quality freshness adds that special touch to your casseroles, salads, and dessert. Serve your family the best. Serve dairy products from Bridgman.
Richmond, for those who want the dairy best. Dairy best.
Okay, let's talk for just a moment with Eldon Sparby, the head coach of the Middle River Skippers. And Eldon, first off, I want to congratulate you and Middle River High School and the community and your team on the excellent performance of your team here this afternoon. Really, I don't think you could have asked for more from your kids.
No, I don't think so. We kids did everything we taught them to do this week, and we shut down their high-powered offense until they blocked that punt on us. And we knew that was one of their strong points. We'd worked on that. Somebody missed a block in here. I don't know who it was. It doesn't matter at this point. The kids played a good game, and the score is not indicative of what the game was like, I don't feel.
No, I have to agree with you. I really do. I'm not taking anything away from Argyle and saying it, but 21-0 is not at all indicative of the way this high school game was played. Scoreless first half, and what really impressed me about your club was the way you shut down the powerful running of this Mike Labine. Now, this kid had been scoring touchdowns all year long at will. He'd just been running all over everybody in the top of the state conference, and really, you bottled him up here this afternoon.
Well, I don't like to put other conferences down, but we play in a darn good conference. Our conference is nothing to hang your head about, and our winner every year is always a good football team. I know that we played tougher competition than they did during the year, and that's why he scored all those points. He's a good running back. He's the best one we've seen this year. I'm not trying to put him down either because Argyle is tough, but our kids know how to play defense. Mike was hurting a little bit today, and he's our breakaway threat, and we just didn't have it, and that's what it come down to. When we had a chance to break one on the outside, he couldn't get to the corner, and he was turning into the end and getting smacked. In our games that have been close, Mike has been the difference, and Mike wasn't at 100% today, and we couldn't break it open.
You know, defensively, just an outstanding performance. I hate to single him out, but I have to. And Doug Kylan, just a tremendous performance defensively for you this afternoon.
Doug did a tremendous job, and Doug is not one of the quickest kids on our team, nor the strongest or the biggest, but he's smart. Boy, he knows football inside and out, and he knew what Argyle did every time they took a breath, and he was there. I mean, he wanted this game. All our kids wanted this game, but Doug has a good head for the game, and he was just there when the ball came, and he's one of our best tacklers. He was him and Ryan Johnson were leading tacklers on the team this year, and you saw it again today. Johnson and Kylan, they were doing the sticking.
Well, and like you mentioned, the score is not really indicative of the type of game because in the last 4 minutes, when you had the ball, you had to try for a big play. And Argyle with, 2 big pass interceptions. They knew you had to throw the ball. They were expecting it, and they were in the right place at the right time for those interceptions.
And that sums it up. When you get behind Argyle and desperation strikes, you have no choice. You got to try and get the score back. And we thought we had a good shot when we got the ball back down here past midfield with the score 7-0. We figured we could run her down there. Well, and a couple of mistakes. Sack quarterback passed to an ineligible receiver, and we found ourselves in trouble again. Well, then you got to come out and try to throw the ball, and with Argyle's quickness, that's an impossible feat.
Okay, your season is over for the year. Your team just a tremendous job up here. What have you got coming back next year? Let's look ahead just for a minute to next year. What do you have coming back? Is it going to be a rebuilding year, Eldon, or have you got some kids that have learned a lot this year on your team?
Well, we've got some kids that have learned a lot. We're going to be a little short on numbers for graduating 12 kids, and 12 kids in a small school like this hurts. And they were all kids that played. All of those seniors played, and it's going to be a rebuilding year. I don't think we got a shot at the conference next year, but we're going to win some games. One of the things I've found in coaching that you have a good year, the juniors, they improve because of it, because they're playing against those kids all year, and I think we'll have a decent year next year. We aren't going to go 9-0, I don't believe, but it'll be all right, I'm sure.
Well, again, Eldon, I want to say that I enjoyed covering your football team. I want to thank you for the hospitality and for all the great cooperation of the Middle River people. And best of luck to you and all your kids now as you head into basketball season. And we'll be back up here next year covering the Skippers. Don't worry about it.
Well, glad to have you, Red.
Okay, thank you very much. Eldon Sparby, the head coach of the Middle River Skippers. Eldon, best of luck to you in the upcoming basketball season. Connie Lebarsky, the head coach of the Argyle Eagles, is coming up here right now, and we're going to talk to him for just a couple moments. I know he wants to get with his team. Conrad, first off, you grab the microphone. You've got the ball in your hand. Is that the game ball?
That's the game ball.
Congratulations on your victory here this afternoon. All year long, you really were never really tested in your conference, were you? Did you actually have any games that were real close right to the end?
Well, offensively, we've been able to score a lot of points, and therefore the games have been more or less, the margin of victory has been more or less untested. And this was one heck of a good defensive ball club, a very good defensive team.
Mike Levine, all season long in the top of the state conference, he outstanding offensively, touchdowns and scoring. Middle River shut him out here this afternoon. Was Mike at 100% coming into the game?
Yes, we felt he was. We felt that they defensed him very well, and that's a credit to their staff and their ball club. They keyed on him, therefore he was not able to do as well as he had in the past, and they were forcing us to do other things. And at first we were not able to handle, well, I wouldn't say we handled their size altogether in the game, but we were able to take advantage of our fullback later on in the game and move the ball down. And we had a couple of times in the third quarter we were in scoring position and came up empty-handed. We had one call back, so did they have one call back. Well, I give a lot of credit to our kids. They just hung right in there till the end. The block punt kind of got us rolling for the score. Then we scored defensively, and then finally, whether the offense got rolling or whatever happened, but we were finally able to get Mike Levine open for a score there.
You know, all season long, the offense has kind of been the spotlight of your team. The scoring of Levine, the quarterbacking of Bergeron, the offensive play of your club, but defensively is where I thought you really stood out this afternoon. A couple of kids who I don't believe during the first part of the year really played that much, Kasprovich and Peterson. I thought they both had outstanding games here this afternoon.
Yes, both Chris and Kent have really improved throughout the year, and they're good-sized people. One of the few good-sized people we have, and we're very pleased with their play. We, against larger teams, we definitely need that type of play from them.
as far as our offense more or less shining, the thing is that we really believe that our defense played well all season long, and we felt that we could do a good job unless they got away and on us and kept punching the ball down and got it close in there and scored on us. But if we felt that defensively we could hold Middle River if they had to go for a long drive. If they had the ball inside close, they could pound it out on us with their size.
I think it's a real credit, too, to both these clubs, the type of game this was, because there was a lot of emotion, a lot of hard hitting, a lot of good, clean football. There weren't a lot of cheap penalties. There was no after-the-play stuff. Just a credit to the coaching staffs and both of these high school football teams. Just an outstanding game.
Yes, it was. Both teams played very well. Very good football. It was a good game.
Okay, now, this weekend, you're going to be playing Hillcrest Lutheran Academy of Fergus Falls. And they were up here. Rick, their head coach, was right beside me, and he had a tape recorder going, and he was talking just as fast as he could. Have you had a chance to scout Hillcrest at all?
We did scout them last week against Mount St. Benedict, and I haven't had a chance to really thoroughly go through the scouting report just a little bit. They have a good size and a good defensive ball club. So that should be one heck of a good game this Saturday.
No, is it definitely going to be on Saturday?
We are trying to schedule it on Saturday for 2 o'clock. We haven't got a commitment from them whether that's a reasonable time or whatever.
In other words, you would like to play it in the afternoon on Saturday?
That's how the original schedule was planned, and that's what we're looking at is an afternoon. As far as travel for them, it would be a lot better. As far as an evening game, they'd be back in the wee hours of the morning. So we feel that that would probably be the time to go.
Well, whether it's Friday night or Saturday afternoon or Saturday night, whenever, Connie, we're going to be there to bring the folks the play-by-play for those that can't make it to Argyle for the game. But I just want to offer my congratulations to you and to the Argyle Eagles and your performance here and your continued winning streak. Best to come, and let's hope that going into that game against Hillcrest, your kids do not get banged up at all. Did anybody get any injuries at all this afternoon?
Not really, not that we know of, or they claim, or right now, but we haven't had a chance to talk to them yet, so we'll find that out later.
Good enough. Connie Lebarski.
Thank you, and thanks for covering the game.
Okay, Connie Lebarski, the head coach of the Argyle Eagles, stopping by to visit with us. We're going to recap the scoring for you and give you some more post-game information in just a moment. The swing